It's 2012. The airwaves are buzzing with bubblegum pop and dance anthems. And then Lana Del Rey emerges with Born to Die, a sound unlike anything else. It was dark, it was glamorous, and it was trashed by critics. Believe it or not, critical reception was brutal. Pitchfork doled out a measly 5 out of 10, while Rolling Stone sunk it with a 2 out of 10, which is crazy considering the album's lasting impact. So how did an album that was so slandered become so praised? Let's talk about it. But firstly, why was it so butchered by musical higher-ups in the first place? The context of the time is important. Lana Del Rey arrived on the scene fresh off the heels of Amy Winehouse's tragic passing, and the public were grappling with a moral tale. A talented artist consumed by substances and unhealthy relationships. Lana's similar aesthetic, with its references to Hollywood glamour and troubled love, likely put some critics on edge. It felt too close to the tragedy that had just unfolded. With Lana Del Rey, a new archetype emerged, the bombshell with a melancholic streak. She embodied a darker side of femininity that wasn't present in mainstream music at the time. There were other eccentric artists at the time, such as Lady Gaga, but compared to Gaga's in-your-face eccentricity, Lana's subtle darkness was harder to pin down. This ambiguity became a defining aspect of Lana Del Rey's persona. People grappled to understand the real her. This lack of clarity fueled a common criticism, that she was a manufactured star, carefully crafted by her record label, and her privileged background furthered this perception. It's also worth looking at the people behind the bad reviews. It's argued that critics became fixated on Lana Del Rey's transformation from Lizzie to Lana, rather than her art itself. But why? Some say that it doesn't help that a lot of critics are failed musicians and might be taking their failures out on other successful artists. Because this didn't just happen to Lana, but Lana has one of the most unfortunate cases. Perhaps more than just her sound, it was the content of Born to Die that truly divided audiences. Lana delved into themes of emotional vulnerability and self-destructive tendencies, topics rarely explored by women in the mainstream music at the time. This frankness was misconstrued by some as anti-feminist, though many fans can see that she is merely portraying the other perspective. Considering this, it's tempting to see some bias at play. Her first happy music video had a traditionally upbeat persona, and with its release, some of the negativity seemed to disappear. This shift suggests that perhaps it wasn't the music itself, but the discomfort with a woman openly exploring sadness and desire. It seems the album was just easier to reject than to try and understand it. German critics were actually very receptive to Born to Die, and it was a commercial success in Germany. It's arguable that the album was so good that people couldn't comprehend how it wasn't fake. But the story doesn't end here. Despite initial reception Lana Del Rey has received with her unique sound, Born to Die's influence has grown over time, attracting new fans and solidifying her artistic vision. It seems a critical re-evaluation may be needed. The rise of the controversial sad girl music and the current wave of artists embracing vulnerability and emotional depth resonates with a new generation of listeners. This cultural shift allows them to appreciate Born to Die not just for its catchy melodies, but also for its exploration of complex female emotions that were once dismissed as overly dramatic. As a result, the album has found a new audience who see it as art within the sad girl genre. So, has Born to Die aged like fine wine? Whether you're a lifelong fan or a new listener, there's no denying the album's enduring impact.